Got it. Okay. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the introduction. Sorry, we are a little bit late. As you can see by my funky camera, I'm having a few tech issues. It does this sometimes. It's all good. I think it's just my laptop. But anyway, thank you for being here with me this evening. We will jump right in. We do have a few people in on the Zoom call, and due to my technical hiccups, I will just get the Facebook stream up on my phone so I can keep an eye if anyone does want to comment through there. Where's it gone? Click the button. Mindset. Nope, that one. There we go. I am live in there. Okay, so I will just mute my phone. There we go. And just put that on the side so I can keep an eye on it. And we'll get started. So welcome to our 5-day challenge to shift your mindset. I will experiment with the camera and see if it will actually stay on, but it might go on and off. So yeah, today is the introduction. And it's literally just to give you an overview of everything that we are going to cover during the week, how it's going to work, why you're here, what you're going to get out of it, who am I? Because some of you will not know who I am, which is absolutely fine. The week outline and a little bit of time for Q&A at the end. So we will dive right in because I am very aware that all your time is super valuable and I do not want to take too much of it. So welcome. Absolutely brilliant to have you here. I see we do have a couple of people on Facebook and a couple of people on Zoom. So thank you for taking the time this evening. I did have some messages from some others saying that the timings didn't work for them, but this video will self-record into the Facebook group. The rest of the week, I will live stream into Facebook, but I will not be making recordings. Okay, because that then gives everybody on the calls the chance to take part without their stuff going live across the world, which some people don't like, and that is absolutely fine. So why are we here? We are here this week to challenge ourselves, myself included, to shift our mindset. And it's because mindset is basically the key to everything. There's a very famous phrase that I come across very, very regularly, which is, as a man thinketh, so is he, which is also, as a woman thinketh, as a person thinketh, so is he, she, or they. Okay, whatever we are thinking up here is what becomes our reality. And I will go into that very, very shortly to give you a brief overview of how we actually think, like the science behind it, and how I've managed to then work this challenge around that so that everyone here can get the very, very best out of it that is possible. So who am I? So I'm Jay. I didn't realize that that was the first photo I put up, but this is me. I was in the Army Reserve. I was also an Army cadet. My favorite part of it was shooting stationary targets. I don't shoot moving or living things. I like shooting cardboard or pieces of wood from a distance. It's the only sport I've ever really excelled in. I just seem to be naturally good at shooting unmoving pieces of wood. But hey, it got me some nice tours of Canada when I was a teenager, and got me on the pistol team for the Army Reserve as well, which was awesome. Really good fun. In other areas, I did a degree in earth sciences. So this is me sitting atop a hilltop that we were surveying in Aliaga in Spain. And earth science is physical geography and geology. My original plan at GCSE and A-level was to be a vet. I aced my GCSEs and then I have no idea what happened at A-level. Managed to get some nice C's and D's, which aren't enough to get into vet school. So I went down the route of the subject that I have always just excelled at. I absolutely love everything about our planet. I love how it works, the things that live on it, how it was made, all of it. Absolutely fascinated. Also in the degree, it told us all the ways that the planet's going to kill us eventually. Hey, it was a really, really interesting degree. moving on. Out of degree, out of a university, I worked for a waste management company, making sure that the landfills were environmentally friendly, environmentally safe. So this plastic thing you can see there is a leachate and gas well. It basically monitors how much liquid is in the rubbish and how much gas is being produced. The pipes that you can see, the green one, would then pump the gas to a flare or to an engine, so that it could then be turned into biogas, burnt and then sold to the grid, which is all good. Married, this is my wonderful husband. This picture was taken at the top of Warwick Castle. We also have a wonderful, currently 7-year-old little girl, who in all of my stuff is referred to as Bean, because I think it should be her choice when she decides whether she wants her name all over the internet. So she is just Bean. This was at the Christmas light switch on. So this was just last December. She's lovely. A nightmare, but lovely. Hobbies wise, we live near the sea down in Devon, south of England, and we like to kayak. So we live right next door to this river. And this is our, well, it's supposed to be a 2-person, but because Bean is still so small, she fits in the middle. So it's a nice little 2.5-person kayak. We like to travel. So this picture was taken in 2017, when we went to India and we managed to get close to some elephants, which was really cool. We like to dive, or we used to. Currently waiting for Bean to grow an extra year so she can start diving as well, because she can start when she is 8 and I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. And then, yeah, closer to home, when I'm not outside in nature, because that is where I am at my happiest, I like to create things. I like to sew, I like to crochet, and yeah, you'll see more of that coming out across my YouTube channel in the coming months as I create some courses and some videos to help other people learn as well. But enough about me, we're here about you. So I just want to do a quick overview of how we think. And this information was taken from the Proctor Gallagher Institute, Bob Proctor's teachings, which he took from Napoleon Hill. And this specific concept, which I'll pop up there, he is called the stick person. And it was developed in 1934 by Dr. Thurman Fleet, who realized that all the healers and the medical professions, they focus on the symptoms, on our physical symptoms. But what he realized was actually we need a holistic way of treating the body. So symptoms are a cause of something going on. And he realized most of the time that's in our mind. So whatever we're thinking is being manifested in our bodies. But humans are very, very visual thinkers. So he put together this little image to help give the healing arts and the healers something to look at. Okay, so you draw the little big circle at the top, split it in half, little circle at the bottom. I have it tattooed on my wrist. He's upside down because I can't. Oh, I can. There we go. There he is. He is always on my wrist to just remind me that whatever I'm thinking relates into what I'm feeling, which is this little bit. So whatever we're thinking in our conscious mind creates the feelings that we feel in our subconscious mind, which is what the Greeks called our heart. That puts our body into a certain vibration, which creates the actions that we do, which then creates the reaction from the universe. Okay, I personally am not religious. I don't follow or subscribe to any one religion. I am agnostic, so I believe there's something there, but I believe it's more the energy of the earth or the energy of the universe. So if any of you have seen the film Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, and the theory about Gaia, that's more in line with what I think rather than some old guy sitting on a cloud somewhere. Don't take that offensively. I really do think that religion it's a very individual concept, really. And obviously you do have the subscribers to the actual specific religions, and that is awesome because it gives them a community, it gives them something to believe in. And equally, I also understand the atheists. So I'm easygoing. I go with the flow. But back to this. Basically, whatever we put out, so whatever energy that we are giving out is what we will get. So if we're thinking negative thoughts, oh, what if this happens? Or, oh, I don't want to go to work today. It puts you in a bad vibration. It puts you in negative. So you start to feel like, oh, I really can't. And you haven't got the motivation to do anything. That then pushes out the energy to the universe. And I don't know if you've noticed, maybe try it next time. Next time you notice you're in a bit of a funk. On a morning when you wake up and you just can't be bothered to wake up, you don't want to go to work, you'll drip toothpaste down your shirt, you'll spill your coffee, you will burn your toast. And on your way to work, every single traffic light will be red. Now, we take that at the moment, we see it and we go, the world's against me. But actually, turn that on its head. You were thinking that you didn't want to do something, which put you in a bad vibration, which meant the energy you were giving out was negative. And what did the universe give you back? Lots of negative. Here, have some more red traffic lights. So it's a bit of a out there kind of concept, but it is the basis for how I've structured the 5 days this week. So a little bit more information. Conscious mind is our thinking mind. It's our educated mind. It's the rational mind. It's where our 5 sensory inputs go in. So we can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. And we are brought up to believe in those and to base everything that we think on those. We basically let the outside world control us. But within our conscious mind, we also have 6 higher faculties and the ability to choose. So our conscious mind has free will and it can choose. So we have our willpower. Our will is our ability to focus on something, really like highly concentrate on something. We also have our reasoning factor. We can question, we can reason, we can discuss ideas, that sort of thing. We think. We have our imagination. Anything that you can see in your imagination, you can create in the physical world. Because if you couldn't see it in your imagination, you wouldn't be able to have it. And the universe isn't that mean. So if it thinks that we can't achieve something for whatever reason, it won't give us the image of us doing it. But if you can give yourself the image, if you can create the image of you doing something in your mind, you are physically capable of doing it in the real world, as long as you do X, Y, Z. Okay, so it might mean that you need to practice doing whatever the skill is. You might need to go and find people to show you how to do it. It could be that you need to go and earn more money, and it will give you ideas on how to do that. We also have our intuition, which is, some people call it the sixth sense, but it's basically our ability to read other people's energy. And then we get this feeling, it's like the gut feeling on things. That's our intuition. And that is the part of our higher faculties in our conscious mind that is linked to the universe. And when we're open to new ideas, new ideas, new ways of thinking, when we're trying new things and we have that door open, the universe will send us ideas to our intuition. You know, when you get that sudden spark of inspiration, go, why don't I do this? Or why don't we try it this way? And it seems to like literally plucked it out of thin air. That's the universe giving you it through your intuition, through your conscious mind, through your higher faculties. We also have our perception, which is the way that we see the world. It's how we perceive our surroundings. And we can change that. We don't have to see things through our opinions. Our opinions are formed based on what we see and what we hear. But we can choose to change them, to ignore them, to think from another point of view. Easy exercise to check perception or to understand how much it can affect us and how much we can change it. If you write a number 6 on a piece of paper and look at it in front of you, it's a number 6. If somebody stands on the other side of the piece of paper, to them it's a 9. You're both right. You both have valid answers. But as far as you're concerned, it's a 6. And as far as they're concerned, it's a 9. So you think they're wrong and they think you're wrong. But if you swap places, you'll see a 9 and they will see a 6. So 2 point of views can be correct. So if you are struggling to see the good in something, for example, try and look at it from another point of view. Think, how would somebody else look at it? How would a millionaire look at it? How would a small child look at it? How would my best friend look at it? Change your perception. And then we have our memory. And it doesn't just mean memories of things that have gone past or remembering people's names or phone numbers or whatever. We can also create future memories by using our imagination. And anything we create in our conscious mind, if we get emotionally involved with it, so if you sit and think about that thing that you really, really want, and you get that welling of emotion, you get all those positive things, and you focus on how you're going to feel when you've achieved that, that is getting emotionally involved. You're telling your subconscious mind, this is what I want, but you're telling it as if you've already got it. So it's like, we've got that, but I can't see that, so I need to go and get it. And it will give you all of the things that you need to go and get it. Okay, moving on to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is completely emotional. It's the home of our paradigms. So if you've been following me for a while, or if you've seen anything from Bob Proctor, a paradigm is a multitude of habits held in the subconscious mind that controls 95% of our behavior. Test it. Notice the next time you put your shoes or socks on, which shoe or sock you put on first, whether it's your left foot or your right foot. Works with tights as well. When you then do it the next time after that, try to do the other one first, and you will feel really silly and really uncomfortable. That's your paradigm. Your paradigm says, no, we put the left shoe on first. We don't put the right shoe on first. We put the left shoe on first. It's the same as if you like put your fingers together and put your thumbs together. So put your thumbs up like that and then cross them over. They will naturally fall one way, and that will be comfortable. Put them back up and put them over the other way, and it will feel really awkward. Again, it's your paradigm saying that that thumb goes on top. It's fun. Paradigms are a pain, but they're so fun. I have loads of other information, other trips, other little courses and videos and things if you do want more information on paradigms. But back to subconscious, it's completely subjective. It does what it's told. So it will only take whatever you give it. It can't make up its own mind. It has no free will, and it can't choose, whereas your conscious mind can. So you choose, and that's the last human freedom. You have 100% control over what you're thinking. Nobody else can force you to think something. You might think that they can. They can't. They cannot jump into your mind and tell you to think that the sky is green. It's your choice whether you believe them or not. Whatever you believe, whatever you think, gets translated into feelings in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind will take whatever you give it and run with it. So what are you thinking? But this will be what we will have another look at during the challenge. Okay, so challenge outline. Tomorrow, Monday, we will do day one, and it's becoming aware of your world. It's having a go at being mindful. And I don't mean that you're going to go sit on a rock and meditate for 5 hours tomorrow. That's not mindful. Mindful means being aware and present with where you are right now. Okay, so it's not meditation. It's not singing bowls. It's not doing yoga. It's not hum and really cool hand things to generate the energy. It's simply being mindful and aware of where you are. So we'll do that on day one. Then we'll take it a step further. When you're able to become aware and shut down your senses a little bit and shut off the thinking mind so you can calm and be clear and like see what's going on, then you can work out what it is that you're feeling. And you might not be able to completely discern the exact emotions because we have thousands of emotions, but you will be able to get a sense of negative or positive. Once you know what you're feeling on day 3, we then go that step further into ascertaining what you're thinking about to make you feel that way. Because remember, whatever we're thinking creates our feelings. But sometimes, and most of the time, understanding how you're feeling will then give you the answer to what you're thinking. Because again, our paradigm will control our thinking unless we take control of it. Day 4, we'll then look at changing that thinking, and I'll give you some little hints and tips and things that you can do to change your thinking. And day 5 with some more tips on how to be more mindful, different ideas, because no one technique or outline thing or anything like that will work for every single person. we're human. We're all individually. What will work for me won't work for you. And that's absolutely fine. So I'll give you some different ideas of other things that you can try to help being more mindful. And being mindful, like I said, just means being aware, bringing you where you are now. Because we've got 3 planes that we can kind of look at. We've got the past, which is history. Can't change it. Let it go. We have the future. We can't predict the future. And if we try, it makes us anxious. So don't try. We only have this second right now. And this second right now. And this second right now. And 2 seconds ago when I said that first one, it's gone. If I messed up a word there, can't change it. Just move on. Okay? Each day then, you will receive on both the LinkedIn and the Facebook group, there will be a daily video that will go out at 7:05 GMT. So all these timings are London time. The videos are pre-recorded because I wanted to make sure that they went out and they weren't rushed and that I was in an area where I could be me. So they are all pre-recorded. Around 11 o'clock, the 13 Principles of Success article will go out. So if you have been following along with my content, you'll know there is a workshop on this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. London time, and it is on Think and Grow Rich. So for the 13 days before, I think today we're on day 8, persistence, I am doing 1 principle of success each day. And as I think those are so key, I'm going to include them within our 2 groups here as well. Okay, 13:35, or so 1:30-ish, you will resist the military in me, sorry. You will receive a written version of the daily video. So basically the activity and the information that's in the video will come out in a written form. Because obviously some people like to listen, some people like to read, some people like to do. Okay, so I'm trying to give a combination of media so that everyone and anyone can come along and join along with us. About 3:05 will be the daily quote. So again, that's on the 13 Principles of Success article. That might be a little bit late depending on traffic because this week I have been asked to go and help in a school with the DT, so design tech, which I love creative stuff. So I was like, oh, okay then. It's from when I was a teacher, which I missed out of the introduction, my bad. So yeah, after doing my landfill stuff, I was qualified as a teacher, so primary school, and I do odd little substitute and supply days here and there, just because I love working with kids because they're so awesome. So when they said, did I want to cover some DT, some design tech? Win-win, yes please. Okay, and then 8 o'clock every evening, there will be another Zoom call. The difference with the Zoom calls will be that it will stream into the Facebook, but shortly after, I will be deleting it out of the Facebook group. And that is so that people who want to take part but don't want to see it recorded or discussed online have got the option to still take part without it being there for the world to see or just for the group to see. Obviously, that can change throughout the week, depending on who we've got on the calls and if they're happy. So I might leave the recordings, I might not. It would be all dependent on who attends the Q&A at that time. So that's it for the introduction. Does anybody have any questions? So I'll go back onto that one. So I'll just check, see if there's anything coming through on the Facebook Live. Yep, so it's 5 days, so Monday through Friday, which will then lead into the workshop on Saturday evening. The workshop, I will post the link towards the end of the week. It's called a masterclass in Think and Grow Rich, which is a book by Napoleon Hill, which is not on my bookshelf at the moment because it's downstairs where I was reading it earlier. It will be a 2-hour workshop, and it will consist of an hour of Bob Proctor recorded, because obviously he died about a year ago to this week, actually. Rest in peace, Sir Bob. Yeah, so it's an hour of his insights into Think and Grow Rich. And then I will be going a little bit deeper into the 13 Principles of Success and how they respond to our lives nowadays, really. Do you need the book Think and Grow Rich? No. No, I highly recommend you get it, but it's not essential to attend the workshop. Everything that you will need in that, I will provide on the day. Okay, so it's more kind of like an overview. A lot of everything that Bob Proctor does comes from topics in that book, and each of the chapters are actually one of the principles of success. So chapter 8, I think it's chapter 9, is persistence, which is today's success principle of success. And yes, it's an amazing book, absolutely amazing book. So thank you for that comment. Any other questions anywhere? Just having a look. Thank you for all the love, guys. Love it. Yeah, go back onto that. If you want to connect with me with anything in any other social media platform that you may have, feel free. I am on most things. So I have my YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, although my videos go onto there, but I'm not getting so much engagement yet. So I'm a bit slow on how they actually work. I'm focusing mainly on Facebook, Instagram, because they're kind of intertwined, and LinkedIn. And all of these videos will also go out onto YouTube. This one won't, but the 5-day videos are already scheduled to go out on YouTube. So thank you very much for joining me this evening. And I look forward to any conversation or any questions or anything that you want to put into the group. They are both open groups, so you can post whatever, whenever. Please no self-promotion, because with this is basically just a challenge to help you to focus on your mindset. There will be no selling from me. If you do want any information on any of the courses that I do offer or the one-to-one coaching that I do offer, please feel free to get in touch, but I will not be plugging that within the groups apart from little comments like that. So I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you again for joining me. And yeah, I will see you on the call tomorrow evening. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.